It's what we can change in here, because we have total control of this. And trying to get upset over things we don't have control of is neurotic. And blaming the mirror and blaming the grapes, that's neurotic. It's a pessimistic, negative, belittling, destructive attitude. Now, attitude is like a tool, and you can build a great life with it. But it can also be a weapon that can be destructive and deadly. It can be a tool of how you view others and the things around you and your opportunities. It can be a weapon that can really hurt yourself and others. So what is it? Is it a tool or a weapon? Well, it's both, depending on choice. Your choice. You and I can choose. Are we going to use a tool or a weapon? Do something about it today. Abraham Lincoln said, "I always plucked a thistle and planted a flower where I thought a flower would grow and should grow." And he had a great attitude. He had to deal with some tough people and some tough circumstances and attitudes. So do something about it. Decide today. Decide right now that you're going to do something about it. You can change what you can change. And let's make that decision to act on that and to do something starting today. Now, the last thing I really want to focus on is our emotions. Because attitude has this huge effect on your feelings and your emotions. What are our predominant emotions? What would you say, if you could pie chart your life, right, and your feelings? Because life's about feelings, right? There are so many people who have all they want materially and yet are totally miserable and unsatisfied. And I've had the wonderful privilege of living near and working with incredible people in third world countries who are so happy and yet have literally almost nothing. They have great attitudes. They're jovial and peaceful, content, satisfied with life, very friendly, loving, outgoing, easygoing. So it's not about things. Success in life is not about things. It's about feelings. It's about emotions. What's your predominant emotion? If you could take all the emotions you have and put them in a pie chart, and you got this pie chart up there, what's the major emotion you feel? Depression? Anger, frustration, disappointment? Happiness? Contentedness? Peace? Inner peace? What's your major emotion? If you could pull out of yourself and look back, what would you see? Most of the time, how do you feel? What would others say is your predominant emotion? Oh yeah, easygoing, jovial, friendly, happy, always smiling, always optimistic. Doesn't matter what happens, that guy, he's always going for it. Or no matter what comes, she is just going to be so gung-ho about it and have a positive attitude and be able to overcome any obstacle. What is it? Samuel Johnson said, "He who has so little knowledge of human nature as to seek happiness by changing anything but his own disposition will waste his life in fruitless efforts." Isn't that fantastic? I'm going to read that again. "He who has so little knowledge of human nature as to seek happiness by changing anything but his own disposition will waste his life in fruitless efforts." Amazing. We are in charge of our own disposition. We can choose. So, because life is about emotions, it's about feelings, it's measured by emotions and not things, we need to go for long-lasting peace, contentment, joy, and happiness. Decide what you want your major determining feeling to be. What do you want your disposition to be like? Decide that and go for it. Now, it's not always that easy just to decide, but it is that easy. You decide, you make a decision, and you move for it. And you follow the as-if principle, right? Which is if you don't have it, you fake it till you make it. You've heard that. Or you act as if. And I'm not telling you to be phony, but I'm saying if you want to be a friendly, outgoing, easygoing person, then start acting that way. Decide today, hey, I don't like being frustrated and negative all the time. I don't like being a pessimist. I want to be an optimist. And though it's hard for me because my natural tendency, my habit, my thought habit, my attitude habit is to be negative, Let those around you say, hey, I'm going for a positive attitude. And I'm going to start acting this. Something happens, I'm going to say, okay, no, how can I make this better? How can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? And make that choice to apply the as-if principle. Start acting as if you're already there. And you will be. Now, sometimes we all experience negative feelings and attitudes. It happens. It comes. Those moments should be brief. And those negative feelings and attitudes should be quickly overcome. If you catch yourself in that moment, get out. Break it. Replace it. Do something. If you catch yourself feeling down or depressed or angry or frustrated or getting easily bothered over small things, insignificant things, catch yourself and do something about it. Replace that. Get out. Say, wait a minute, this isn't who I want to be. I'm going to make a choice. I'm going to be positive. I'm going to have a great attitude. Remember, it affects everything. Attitude is the lens through which you and I see the world and we see our lives. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a choice. We're going to decide today, right now, to have a better attitude. We're going to decide today that our dominant disposition is a positive attitude and a great feeling. Let go. Cut off. Just eliminate negativity, pessimism, bad attitudes totally from your life. From your words, from your thoughts, from your actions with others, from the way you view things. Cut those off. You've heard about how they trapped those monkeys. They couldn't catch them, and then they got a box, right? And they cut a hole. And the hole was just small enough for the monkey to stick his hand through. And he grabbed the nut and making a fist, couldn't get it out. And even when they approached, even with danger, they would not let go of the nut. They just kept pulling on it and wouldn't let go of it. Too many of us are like that. We hold on to that nut like crazy, and we become a crazy nut. Okay? We've got to let go. Remember the great story in the Bible, Lot's wife, looking back. We can't always be looking back. In those things, if you've had a bad attitude, stop. Let it go. Be done. You can't hold on to grudges and past things and other problems, and we're all carrying around all this baggage, all this garbage. We just cut that off and decide today to have a positive attitude. There isn't anything. I want you to know this. I want you to really know this. There isn't anything we can't accomplish with a great positive attitude and persistence. We can make it happen. We can go out, like Shaw said, and make those circumstances happen. So let's decide today. That's what we're going to do. We're going to decide today. We're going to smile. Okay? We're going to smile. Stand up. Everybody stand up. Oh, stand up tall and feel great. Feel good. Decide to be happy and jovial and excited. Feel that? It's awesome. Make that decision. Smile. Write it down. Write down the attitudes you're going to have, the predominant dispositions you're going to have. Look at others through a positive attitude. Write that down. Determine. I'm going to see others with a positive attitude. Look at the events. Past. Don't hold on to them. Present and future. You afraid of the future or are you optimistic? Past, present, future. Look at events with a positive attitude. Okay, that's one of the steps we're going to do. Most important. Look inside. Take a good, honest look inside. Right here, right here. And make it determined to be better. And if you're one of those people that has a great attitude, awesome! Way to go. Can you get better? Yeah, we can all get better. So let's decide today, my friends, that from this moment forward, you and I will go forward with a determination to have a better attitude. And I promise you, it will change the way you see the world. It will change the way you see yourself. It will change the way others see you and interact with you. You'll be a more powerful influence. And life will be awesome. No matter what comes, you'll be able to approach it, conquer it, overcome it, and succeed with a positive mental attitude. Thank you.